shoulders back and down away from your ears. Begin by taking deep breaths in through the nose. And exhale through the nose. Relax your forehead. Relax your jaw. Think about aligning your ears right above your shoulders. Your shoulders are right above your hips. Let's just roll the shoulders back and down away from the ears. Very nice. Let's do that again. I want you to move at your own tempo all throughout the class. You have the ability to take things at your own speed. If you want to do something that's more advanced, go for it. Something that's less advanced, that's okay too. Okay, I'll try to show you lots of variations so that you know that you are getting an incredible workout with us today. Good job. Now let's take those arms forward. So just rolling the shoulders up and forward. This week I have just been really stiff. So I've been looking forward to this with you guys all week long. Although I have been doing extra stretching, some foam rolling, I always look forward to being here with you. Gonna just do one more right there. Release all that tension in the shoulders. Good. Arm up, inhale. Exhale over to the side. You're just gently reaching over to the side. We're not forcing it. It's still early, my friends. Good. Now I want you to take that arm, circle it forward towards me. Oh, and then just roll all the way up to a seated position. Oh my goodness, did that just happen? Yes, it did. Inhale up, reach over. Ah. That is so yummy. Isn't that a good word for it? When you feel a nice stretch and you're like, oh, that's just delicious. It's just yummy. Take it on forward. Roll it forward. Good. Reach up and over. Up and over. And then I want you to roll through it. So reaching that arm forward. Follow it with the other arm. Right? Then you sit up nice and tall. Reverse that. Reach over. Bringing both arms forward. Allowing the hips to relax and stretch. Then you take that arm up. Sit up. Inhale, exhale, reach over. Reaching both arms forward. And then we sit all the way up. That's the beautiful thing about a program that's not pre-choreographed, is that you get to do usually a different workout every single time, which I love. I love that. Especially since you have the ability to go back and listen to and do one of the ones that's already recorded. You already have it, right? So this is just a little added benefit. Let's take both arms down. Feet together, please. Feet together. Your feet are going to go out just a little bit in front of you. Grab onto your ankles. Just lean forward. Gently stretching. Just super gentle right there. Allow the head and neck to drop. Let's roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Good. Inhale up, lean forward, flat back. Inhale, exhale, round it up. Good. Inhale forward. Exhale, roll it back. And when you do that roll back, I want you focusing on allowing the shoulder blades to expand. You have two more. Very nice. Gently, spinal twist. Looking to one side. And let's go the other way. One more time on each side. Gentle spinal rotation. Especially when we're getting warm, be careful not to overstretch. You don't want to go too deep into that motion. Good job. Take it center. Toes forward. Roll the shoulders back and down. Inhale. Exhale. Lift those hips. And spine, lower the hips down. Good job. Inhale, exhale, press it up again. Good. If you're able to bring your hips all the way up level with the shoulders and the knees, that's ideal. And you can even drop the head back. It's really up to a lot of things, the strength in your low back and hamstrings, but also the flexibility in your shoulders, the front of your shoulders right there. Let's lower those hips on down. Extend those legs out in front of you. I know we're a little bit off the mat here, that's okay. Or if you're on your carpet, that's fine too. You don't really need a yoga mat if you're on your carpet, unless you find yourself slipping around. Then of course, you can get a yoga mat. If you're on like hard ground or tile and you find yourself, you don't have a yoga mat, you can always get a towel to lay down, like a nice thick towel. All right, roll it up. Good job. Okay, let's go ahead and turn to the side. We're gonna come up onto our hands and knees. Now I'm gonna turn to the side, but if you wanna face forward so that you're not constantly looking to the side, feel free to do that. You have the option to do that. So you're on your hands and knees. Your shoulders are right on top of your wrists. Your hips are right on top of your knees, all right? What you're doing is you're thinking about lengthening through the crown of the head. The crown of the head is the very top of your head here. I'm gonna use that term a lot because I want you to always think about having a nice long straight neck and you're lengthening all the way through the crown of the head. Good job. Pull your belly button into your spine. Good job. Try to spread out your shoulder blades. Very gently bring your leg all the way back, extending to the back. Now your toe is still on the ground. You're just extending that leg out straight. Notice that your hips are still even with one another. You got that? Your hips are still even with one another. I want you to hang on to that as you lift the leg off the floor. Keep those hips even with one another. Good. Now join it with the opposite arm. So if your right leg is back, that means your left arm comes forward, and vice versa. Pull your belly button in. Now I want you to tap the floor. Tap the floor, lift it up. Tap and lift. Tap, lift. Oh yes. Woo! You're gonna hold this one up. Hold it up, place the hand down, flex the foot, pull it in, and extend. So you're doing a little hamstring curl here. Really waking up that hamstring. You're doing fantastic, by the way. I can't see you, but I just know you are, right? I just know it. Good. As long as you're not just sitting down watching this, then you're probably doing all right. Good job. Let's bring that knee down. Cat-cow. Press through the upper back. Inhale, exhale. And then don't think about arching, but rather think about lengthening and lifting all the way through the crown of the head on a diagonal right there. Round. Inhale, exhale. And lengthen. Good. Round. Pull that belly button in. And lengthen. Round. And lengthen. Nice. One more time. Round. And lengthen. Very good. Now find that neutral spine once again. So belly button drawn up and in. You're lengthening all the way through the crown of the head. Nice flat back. Extend the opposite foot back. The foot is on the floor. Check those hips, right? Hips are even in line with one another. Now lift up that leg off of the mat. Keep your hips even. And when you're ready, join it with the opposite arm. So we're on the other side now. If you didn't quite figure that out, then let's, switch so you're on the other side. And you'll notice that I popped up onto my bottom fist. My wrist was kind of bugging me a little bit. So you have the ability to do that. If you ever need to pop up onto your fist to give your wrist a break, please do so. You're going to tap and lift. Tap and lift. The hardest part here is to keep your hips square, even with one another. Now, if that means that you have to bend that back leg a little bit like I'm doing in order to achieve that, that's okay. Do what you need to do to get your form in the right spot. Hold it up, arm comes down, flex that foot, curl, and extend. Curl. Yes. Very nice. I hope that you have so many wonderful things planned for your day today. I hope that you know what you're doing right now is setting yourself up to feel more positive, to feel more energetic, to feel more balanced, less stressed. You'll be more productive as well. Put that foot down. I want you to bring your hips back into a child's pose. Not thinking of just resting, but I really want you to work in this pose. I want you to walk your fingers out, pull your belly button in, feel the stretch in the upper back. I want you to breathe. Good job. Tuck your toes underneath you. Peel up into a down dog. So hips go back and all the way up. Rise up. If you need to adjust your feet a little bit, do so. What I want you to avoid doing is pulling your hands back so far that your weight is in your wrists. Your arms need to be out in front of you. If you need to bend your knees a little bit to keep your chest down, that's okay too. Right there in that pose, I want you to bend one knee, inhale, exhale, then you bend the other. So you're alternating. Sometimes we call this pedaling. So you're just pressing one heel down, then the other. Very nice. I want you to walk your hands back to your feet, please, all the way back. All the way back. Relax right there. If you want to bend your knees, that's okay. I want you to release the head and neck completely. No tension in that upper body. Focus on that feeling. Gravity is kind of elongating your spine, your cervical spine. Those are all the bones in your neck. That's your cervical spine. Let gravity stretch it all out. Soften those knees even more. Roll it up. One vertebra at a time. Good. When you come all the way to the top, stand nice and tall. Shoulders back and down. You're feeling good. You're ready to go. I just know it. All right, let's take those arms, fan them up to the sky. Inhale up to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale all the way down into that forward fold. Good. Now give me a little half lift right here. So bring up onto those shins. Inhale, exhale all the way down. Very nice. I want you to walk all the way out into a plank position, or you can go into a modified plank, okay? Especially since it is kind of early to warm up that upper body. Drop down to those knees if you like. We're going into a chaturanga. Elbows stay close to your sides. Inhale, exhale all the way up. In through an up dog. Toes under, down dog. Now if you're super advanced and you can just roll right over those toes, great. But if you're not, that's okay. I want you to step 1 foot forward. Inhale, exhale, back to plank. Good. Step the other foot forward. Inhale, exhale, back to plank. Good job. Down dog once again. So we're adding in just a little extra movement there. Walk the hands all the way back. Adding in just a little bit for you with that sun salutation to give you an extra warm-up on those hip flexors. Fan those arms up. Inhale. Exhale down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, walk out to plank or modified. I'm gonna stick with the modification so I keep my elbows in the right spot. Chaturanga, up dog, toes under down dog. Good job. Now I want you to lower down into plank and step 1 foot forward. Hip flexor stretch. Good, push back to plank, hold that plank. Other foot forward, hip flexor stretch. Excellent, push back to down dog. We're gonna add in an extra down dog on this next time through. Walk those hands back. Beautiful. Stand those arms up. Flat back to stand if you can. If you're comfortable with that, give me a half lift right here. Bring it all the way down and out. Come to your knees if you want to. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Good. Step forward 1 foot. Hip flexor stretch. Down dog. We're going up to down dog this time. Step forward, other foot. Nice. Back to that down dog. Walk your hands back. Good. Once more. Flat back to come up if you can. All the way up to the sky. Half lift. Let's take it all the way out. And if you're able to do this in a full plank, please be my guest. Go ahead and chaturanga, up dog. Toes under down dog. Step forward. Back to down dog. Step forward with the other foot. Very nice. Back to down dog. Holding this down dog position, I want you to bend both knees, bending and extending on your own tempo. Press it up. Nice. You have 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Very good. Bring those knees down all the way to the mat. Sit back to child's. Take a few breaths there. Oh, very nice. I'm going to catch a drink of my water, which reminds me to remind you that you can do that whenever you want to. You can just breathe through that down dog. I'm sorry, that child's pose. Because I do hope that you are getting warmer. All right, that is my hope for you. I hope that you're getting warmer. Okay, so go ahead and roll up. You're in a kneeling position. Bring 1 foot forward, all the way to the front. Pressing those hips down. We started to warm up those hip flexors, but now we're going to get even deeper into that stretch. Inhale, exhale, extend your front leg. Now I like to try to keep my toe in the front pointed here just because it increases the stretch for me. Feel free to do what feels right for you. I like to feel that stretch on the top of the foot and the ankle. Back to that low lunge. This time tuck the toe under, lift the back knee. Now I like to bring my hand up to this top knee for support. If you want more intensity, you can bring both hands up to that top knee. Very nice. Whew. Let's take those arms all the way up. Again, that's optional. At any time if you want to take it down a notch or keep your hands on the thigh, that's fine. Go for it. Good. Bring your hands to the front thigh. Bring it into a pyramid. Now this is a parallel pyramid, so both my toes are still pointing straight ahead. Hands are on the thigh, the shin, or the floor. If and only if you can keep both of your legs straight. Not locked knees, but straight legs. All right? So breathe in and out through the nose. You are doing a fabulous job. Let's come right back down into that lunge. So I have to shift my back leg back. If you want, you can reach those arms up. Challenge your balance. You can look up toward the sky. Extend your front leg, extend your back leg, right into that pyramid. Pretty simple. Make sure you're breathing, please. All right, very gently walk your hands to the front. Toes are gonna point forward as well. Just bend your legs. Inhale, exhale, then I want you to extend those legs up. Good job. Inhale, exhale, bend. And then extend very gently. Very nice. Bend. Inhale, exhale, extend. See that 2 more times. So you're dropping your hips down, opening those hips. I feel a really intense stretch on the hamstrings as well as the sides of my shins here. Bend both knees, roll it up. Rotate your toes out to the corners of the room. Inhale up. Drop it down right here to a nice plie squat. Think about tucking your pelvis under and lengthening through the crown of the head. All right? Sitting nice and tall. Relax your mind. Focus within. You are stronger than you think you are. Remember that. You are strong. Extend those legs. Reach one arm over the top. Little side bend. Breathe through that stretch. Awesome. Take it up. Inhale, exhale, other side, all the way over. Woo. All the way up center. Bring it on down once again. Dropping it down, lengthening through the crown of the head. Beautiful job. Think about dropping it down a little bit farther if you can. Should feel it really intensify in those inner thighs. Awesome. Extend the legs. Reach up and over to the side. Once again. Good. We don't realize how much our lower back it can be stretched by doing these side bending stretches and poses. Inhale, exhale up, over to the other side. Oh, fantastic. Whew. All right, come all the way up. Take it down, toes forward. Walk your hands over to the other side. Right here, I want you to start in that low lunge. So you're on the other leg now. Starting in that low lunge position. Pressing your hips down, so you're going to feel an intense stretch on this hip flexor. Now your foot position in the front is really crucial. You want to make sure that your foot is either directly underneath that knee or it's in front of it. So this is what you want to avoid. I see this a lot, right? There's really not much of a stretch there. And you also want to avoid this. I'm not just balancing. I'm pushing my hips down. So you're going to feel a lot right here. Only go as far as is comfortable for you, but challenging. All right, now extend that front leg. Again, you can flex a toe if you want. I like to point it. I was a gymnast once upon a time, and I don't want to 100% lose my toe point, even though it used to be so much better. That's okay. So I always like to force that toe point just a little bit. You don't have to do that, of course, but I love that stretch on that ankle. Totally up to you. Let's bring it back down. Low lunge. Tuck the back toe under. We're going to lift that back knee off of the mat. Now, once again, that hand can come up to the top of the knee. You can bring both hands to the top of the knee. That's definitely going to increase your intensity. You're continuing to breathe. You feel great, don't you? Yes. Yes, you do. I know you do. I know I do. Good job. Extend that leg up. Toes are both pointing forward. You're going into a pyramid. Now I can't go quite as far on this leg. You'll get to know your body very well. Which side is really good at some poses, and you got to take it easy on others. Every time we hold a pose, I want you breathing in and out through your nose. That's really important. So make sure you're using your breath, because that's going to help you keep everything warm in your body. That way you can actually get down deeper in those stretches. Let's take it down once again. Now, you have the option. You want to come here to the knee, or you can take it up to the sky. And remember that additional added stretch if you want to look back. That really challenges the balance there. Extend that front leg, hands to the thigh, or the shin, or the floor. Find the one that works for you. And if you're like, I can't have my legs straight, but I'm falling over, that's okay. Keep a little bend in those knees and bring those hands down. That's all right too. Rotate to the front, please. Hands come to the center, all right? Hands to the center. Keep your right arm right in the middle. I want you to lift your left arm to the sky. Inhale, exhale, take it down. Other arm lifted up to the sky. And let's take it down center. Now I want you to take your right arm to your left foot and lift up to the sky. That should increase the intensity on that stretch. Good job. Let's take it to the other side. Left hand to right foot and lift up. Take those hands down, one in front of each leg. You're just going to bend over to the left. Inhale, exhale, bend over to the right. Now if you started the other way, it really doesn't matter, right? So you're just going to go one side, then the other. Take it nice and deep. Feel that stretch intensify. Good job. Bend those knees, roll it up. Fan your arms to the sky. Now I want you to point your feet over toward your left leg. So that left foot's going to go straight ahead. This back foot is going to be at like a 45-degree angle because we're moving into our warrior sequence. So bend your front leg, arms up, steeple hands. If you want, you can have your arms straight up. If you're troubling with your balance, take those arms out to the sides. Warrior one, very simple. Just working to bring your hip and your shoulder to the side. 45 degrees on that back leg or that back foot. Watch the back leg too, it needs to be straight. Deep breaths in and out through the nose. Good job. Now bring it to a flight. So your arms are going to come back. Try to keep a straight line, top of the head, all the way through that back ankle. So your arms are up, lengthening. So you want to avoid any rounding of the shoulders or leaning forward. So you're thinking about, it's almost like, I always feel like I'm like ready for takeoff. Like I'm going up to the sky here. So energy through the fingertips, energy through the crown of the head. Fan those arms up. Good. Ooh, extend that leg for just a second. Ah, enjoy that. Now bring it down to warrior two. I only let you have just a moment of peace. All right, now in this warrior two, watch that hip. I want you to try to force it down so that it goes straight down toward the center. So you're gonna feel this different. Yes, it's still a warrior, but it's gonna feel different in your body. Extend your front leg. Lean forward. You're tilting your body. Imagine there's a wall behind you. You're keeping your shoulders on that wall as you tilt into triangle. There you go. I like to put my hand up on my ankle because that just feels more stable for me. You can come up higher if you need to. Find where you feel challenged, but you're not in pain, you're not breaking your form. Good. Let's do some arm circles, shall we? Let's circle the arm down. Face your leg. Inhale, exhale, reach up and open the chest. Yes. So you're going to challenge your balance. And you're also going to feel a greater stretch, okay? Good. Inhale, lengthen, all the way up. Awesome. 2 more. 1 more. Holding it up. Very nice. Bend your front knee. Bring it all the way up to a reverse. Nice. That is beautiful, isn't it? Doesn't that feel good in your body? Yes. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Oh my gosh. Yes, 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 yes. So you're bending this front leg. You're in that warrior stance. The back leg is straight, and you were just lengthening. Should feel it all the way down that oblique. Whew. Extend your front leg. Now we're going to go into a triangle once again, but I want you to take your top arm and reach it overhead. That is pretty challenging. Requires quite a bit of flexibility. So if that's not comfortable or if your arm is tired, just bring it down. Good. Bend that front leg once again. Reverse. If you want to, you can look down to your back foot. Oh, that feels nice. Good, both arms up. Extend your front leg. We're going to rotate to that front position once again. I got to scoot my feet in just a touch. Coming into that pyramid. Now, before we did a parallel pyramid, this time your back foot is at that 45-degree angle. So you can bring your hands to your thigh, your shin, or the floor. Good. Gently bring both toes forward. Walk your hands to the front. Bend the knees, roll it up. Very nice. Now, take the toes and knees outward to that plie stance once again. We're taking the elbows nice and wide. I want you to drop your right elbow to your right thigh. Inhale, exhale, switch. Good. Now, if it's more comfortable for you, if you want to take your hands behind your head, feel free. I like to take my hands up at this 45-degree angle. It just helps me to focus a little bit better and keeping my back up straighter. So you're doing a couple things here. Yes, you're going to feel an intense stretch, but you're also doing it like an oblique crunch, side to side. Stretching out that low back, giving length to the vertebra. Also, nice and tight squeeze on those obliques. Good job. Now hold it down. Inhale, exhale, other side. Ready? Reach. All the way down as low as you can go. You don't have to be able to touch the floor, but if you can, fantastic. Now I can't get my hand flat on the floor. I can just barely reach my fingertips. Yes, your legs are going to feel this. Give me 2 more. Good job. Arms up. Take them all the way forward. Toes forward too. I'm going to grab onto my elbows and let my body hang here. You can do that as well. Whew, keep breathing. Fantastic. All right, roll it up. up one vertebrae at a time. And then we'll rotate to the other side, warrior one. So, set your front foot up. Ideally, this front heel is gonna make an imaginary line with that back arch of the foot, got it? Okay, so your front leg is bent, your arms come up. You are in a warrior one. I have steeple hands, but if you wanna have arms apart, or like we said, if you're having trouble balancing, you wanna take your hands out, that's up to you. If your legs are like, oh my gosh, I'm so sore, or I'm falling over, support yourself. You find the position, the pose that works for you. I want you to be challenged. Every single time we work out together, I want you to be challenged in a new way. Yes. Woo. Bring it forward into flight. Now remember that straight line we talked about? Crown of the head all the way down to that ankle. Pull the abdominals in. It's a lot harder for me to keep a straight back on this leg. I think it's because that back calf is a lot tighter than my other side. All right, extend your front leg up. Reach up. Inhale, exhale, dropping down to that warrior two. Good, adjust the feet as you need. Think about dropping your hips straight down. Your chest is lifted. Abdominals are in. Make sure your booty's not back or too far curled under. Nice, you're right on top of it, right in the middle. Thank you so much. I'm just so glad that you're here with us today. Extend that front leg. Tilt forward. Oh, right into that triangle. That almost feels like a break, right? Watch the shoulders. They're on an imaginary wall behind you. Oh, that feels so good. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Good job. Now we're going to circle that arm. I want you to reach forward all the way down and then lengthen to the sky. Good job. Reach forward all the way down, all the way up to that sky. Beautiful. And here's your last one. Awesome job. Bend your front leg. Reach it up and back all the way to that reverse. Nice work. I don't know about you, but I feel that so intensely on my front obliques. I did tons of abs this week, tons of core. Always makes you feel tighter. That's the good part, right? Whenever you do a lot of work for toning, it makes everything feel toned up and tighter. I love it. Okay, straighten out your front leg. Tilt forward once again. We're coming to that triangle again, but this time lean that front arm all the way up. Now remember, your shoulders are still in a straight line, so that's what makes this really challenging here. Good, bend your front leg all the way back to that reverse once again. If you want, you can look up to your top hand or down to your bottom leg. Try to make sure that back leg is straight. That is so good. Good job. Bring your arms up forward. I want you to rotate to the front. Adjust your feet if need be. We're coming into a traditional pyramid. Back foot's at 45 degrees still. Hands to the thigh, the shin, or the floor. Wherever you feel you can do that. Woo. Very nice. Bend your front leg. What I want you to do is bring your foot back into a plank position. Good. So you're holding this plank now. I want you to point and flex your toes so that you're moving. You're holding your plank, right? Your booty doesn't go up and down. You have a nice, strong, solid foundation. You're just rocking forward and back. Hopefully you're feeling that in your core. Try to keep your shoulder blades spread out nice and wide. 4, 3, smile, you're almost done. One more. Good job. Hips up to down dog. Breathe, stay there. Good. Hold that down dog position. Very nice. All right, here we go. We are going to move into some core. Take the volume down just a tad. Okay, so you're in that down dog position. Come all the way down onto your knees and your elbows, all right? So you're holding your knees and your elbows, and you're going to lift your legs, then drop them. Lift and drop. Lift the legs and drop. Yes, you got 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Tuck the toes under. Hands down, down dog once again. Good. Holding this down dog position. Lift your leg up to the sky. Give me little pulses right here. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Squeeze your buns. Pulse, pulse. Good job. Now bring that knee into your chest as you come into a plank position. Inhale, exhale, up to the sky. Good. 3 more just like that. Lower down. Knee comes between the elbows. Straight up. Lower down. Knee comes between the elbows. Straight up. 1 more time. You can take a break in down dog or do 4 more. Breathe. After your last one, raise the other leg up to the sky. Right there. Pulse, 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 pulse. You're squeezing your buns. All right, bring the knee in, lower down to plank. Pass through plank, inhale, exhale, all the way up. Here's your option. You can come down onto your knee, bring the knee in, and press back. All right, so the main thing is that your form is good and you're tightening that core. Only 1 more, or if you want, you can do 4 more. It's up to you, or you can hold that plank, come into plank, or do 4 more. Good job. 3 more. Or hold that plank. You're on your final 2. Good job. Walk your feet forward all the way to the front, please. We're going to have a seat right here. Whew. Okay. Feet are about shoulder width apart. I want you to take your hands in front of you. We'll let it all the way back down, 1 vertebrae at a time. Reach the arms overhead. Inhale, exhale. Bring your arms forward without jerking, without lifting your feet. Roll all the way up. Smooth, slow, and controlled. All the way down. Good job. Inhale, exhale, all the way up. Now, if you can do this with your legs out straight, that's more challenging. Even better. All the way down. Inhale, exhale, all the way up. Without allowing those feet to raise off of the mat. Now, of course, you're going to scoot forward and back just because of gravity, and you are moving. But you want to keep your feet from lifting up off the ground if you can. Let's just do 2 more. That is ideal. Try not to use any momentum. Here's your final roll up, final full body roll up right here. Nice job. All right, all the way onto your back. Bring your knees into your chest as you roll back, please. Let's roll them around the circle. Give your back a little bit of a massage right here. Now I know we just spent the last 45 minutes stretching. We're gonna alternate between some core work and some additional stretches. Then we'll move into our final relaxation, okay? All right, go the other way with those legs. If you haven't already, roll it out. Massage that low back. Smile because you are almost done. You're in the home stretch, my friend. Oh yes, all right, take your legs up to scissor. Inhale, exhale, switch. Good, now if you want to, you can reach up toward this top leg right here. You can reach up and, there you go. So it's like you pulse 2. Pulse 2, switch. Pulse 2, switch. Now my shoulders and my upper back are off of that mat. You might not be able to tell so well from where you are, but you want to try to work for that. Now even if you can only lift a little bit, that's okay. If your neck gets tired, I want you to support your head with your upper back. And my shoulders are still off the mat, even with my head supported. Good job, let's move to singles. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Bring your knees over to one side of your body. I want you to look away in the other direction. So knees go one way, your upper body goes the other way. And you say, ah, that feels so good. I love Fridays. It's my easiest exercise day that there is. Exercise. Actually some days, like life intervenes, right? And so some days my workouts are just a walk with the kids. So just depending on what we have going on, or sometimes it's just a walk on my treadmill, or just like a light swim. Right, bring your knees to the other side. Like my youngest is swimming on his own. He's not even 4. I can't believe it. So it's nice because whereas I used to have to hold him and help him, now I'm actually able to tread water just right next to him as he's practicing. It's fantastic. So I'm able to catch a little extra on those days. All right, that feels so good. Okay, we're gonna do one more core exercise and then we will move right into our final relaxation and stretch. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to take your feet, rotate them outward, and you're gonna bring your knees down and you're squeezing your heels together, okay? Let me turn around this way for you because I think that you'll fully understand what I'm talking about here. See this? So my toes and knees are rotated outward. I'm squeezing my heels together, so I'm getting inner thighs. Now we're gonna add a crunch. Crunch. Good. This is probably the only way I can show this to you with where it really makes sense. So I'm crunching. At the same time, my knees are going out. My elbows reach to the knees, right? Just because it provides a little extra. Squeeze those inner thighs. Woo! Gotta love the inner thigh work. You only have 4 more. 4, 3, 2, yes, and 1. Very nice. Bring your knees into your chest. Rock yourself up to a seated position, please. All right, sit comfortably, just kind of like we started together as well. Catching a drink of water. I love that formula. I'm not a very good water drinker. Even though I know how important it is for me, inhale up to the sky, just lean forward. I have a hard time drinking enough water, so I find if you have healthy solutions, things that you can add to your water, man, it just really helps. So I drink a lot of water with lemon, things like that. It goes down so much faster. Roll it up. Very nice. Now bring your knees forward, cross one ankle over the opposite knee, and let's just stretch that hip out. We're almost home. I hope that you feel amazing right now. That's always my goal for you. When we're done with class, you feel so good. And always remember to, you have the recordings available for you right here in the app. So just scroll through the feed. You can catch a different workout. Or if you miss one that's live, it's okay. It's okay. It's all right to miss one of the ones that are live.